In the theater of survival, compassion is often seen as a liability, a fatal flaw. For player 456, Gi-hun, mercy was a constant companion, a voice whispering for him to pull back when every instinct for self-preservation screamed to push forward. And time again, it almost destroyed him. Look at the evidence. In the marble game, faced with an old, seemingly frail man, his friend, Gi-hun's compassion took over. He played fair. He fell for the act of dementia. He was paralyzed by sentimentality as the clock ticked toward his own execution. A more pragmatic player, a player like his rival, Sang-woo, would have manipulated the situation without hesitation, securing a quick and logical victory. Gi-hun nearly lost his life because he couldn't bring himself to trick a dying man. Then came the glass bridge, a simple, terrifying equation of odds and sacrifice. He stood there, frozen, unable to condemn the man in front of him to a certain death, even when it would have guaranteed his own safety for another step. It was Sang-woo, the cold logician, who made the correct move, pushing a player to his doom to reveal the path. Gi-hun's mercy, in that moment, was a useless anchor in a sea of brutal necessity. It was a failure to adopt. And it all came to a head in the final bloody confrontation. Face to face with Sang-woo, the man who had betrayed Ali, the man who had pushed a man off a bridge, the man who was now defeated and helpless at his feet. The prize money, the escape from his wretched life, was one final decisive action away. And what did Gi-hun do? He tried to throw it all away. He invoked the third clause, begging to end the game, to walk away with nothing, just to save the life of the man who had done everything possible to end his. It was the ultimate act of tactical suicide, a complete rejection of the game's one and only rule, win. But here lies the paradox. Was this weakness? Or was it a different kind of strength? One that the games could never account for? Let's go back. That same compassion that nearly doomed him in the marble game is what drew people to him in the first place. His kindness towards Oh-yeol-nam is what earned him the old man's crucial life-saving strategy for tug-of-war. His empathy created a bond with Ali and Sebak, forging a team that looked out for one another in the dorms, a small island of humanity that provided the psychological armor needed to even wake up each morning. Without that mercy, he would have been alone. And a lone player is a dead player. Think of the true cost of winning. The games weren't just about physical survival. They were a systematic dismantling of the soul. Players who fully embraced the cruelty, like the gangster Duck-soo, became isolated by paranoia and were easily discarded. Sang-woo, the master of pragmatism, won game after game, but his victories hollowed him out until there was nothing left. He was so poisoned by the correct choices he made that in the end, he couldn't live with himself. His final act was to take his own life, because he understood he could never go back to the person he was. Gi-hun's mercy, as painful and dangerous as it was, acted as a shield for his spirit. When he stood over a defeated Sang-woo, he faced a choice: become a killer and win, or remain human and lose. By trying to end the game, he made the only move that truly mattered. He rejected the entire premise. He proved that you could be dragged through hell and not become one of its demons. His compassion is why he was the one who could survive with his conscience still breathing. A ruthless victor would have taken the prize and disappeared. But Gi-hun's mercy is what fuels his final purpose: to burn the games to the ground. In an arena designed to prove that all people are selfish animals, Seong Gi-hun's refusal to let go of his humanity was not a flaw. It was the ultimate act of defiance. It was the only way to truly win.